Hey guys, hello, welcome. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I have something that I hope will be super valuable and helpful on your journey. And I was thinking through, what do my people need to hear today? What are the things that someone who is thinking of starting a business or a creative project, who is maybe in the trenches or just getting going, what are they thinking about? What are they worried about? And one of the messages that kept coming up for me is this feeling that I had in the beginning of having to be perfect or having to have the exact right strategy, approach, way of phrasing things, branding colors, all those things in line before you felt like you could be successful, or almost looking for whatever that solution was as the key to finally getting the clients, getting the income, getting the success, whatever it may be, right? And so, what I want to offer to you today is another perspective that has really served me, and that I think somewhere along the entrepreneurial journey, a lot of people find to be more true than this notion of you having to be perfect, or you having to do it the exact right way, or you missing anything. All right. And so it's this idea that you don't actually have to be perfect in order to build a perfect business or to have your perfect clients come to you. All right. So think about it this way. I once saw this person, Amanda Francis, who is a money mindset coach, and she has a website. And on it, people were giving her a hard time because they said, "Oh, like you have misspelled this or that." And she had this comment that forever changed the way I thought about perfection. And she had commented below someone's trolling post, and said, "I love that I can be a millionaire who gets to misspell things." And I didn't really realize how powerful it was at the time. It did stand out to me, but over the years, I've thought about it over and over again. And I really realized how much wisdom there is in that post. So think about it. What she had done in that moment is given herself permission to be able to be imperfect, to be messy, to be herself, and to still be able to get clients, and to still be able to sell and to share her message in the world and to build a million and multi-million dollar business. Imagine if she had approached it from the opposite perspective, which is how I have spent a lot of my years, especially in the beginning of entrepreneurship, of thinking, oh my gosh, this person pointed that out. No wonder I can't be successful. No wonder I can't get clients, right? Like, no wonder there's this limit on what I can achieve. I have to do it all perfect in order to XYZ. Do you see how limiting that is? And how that's almost only something in her own head, either blocking her perfect business and ideal clients or enabling them in spite of her imperfections, right? And with her own humanity almost. So, what I just want to offer you is that you actually don't have to do it perfectly in order to connect with your humans. Your humans are going to be excited about whoever you are, and not just the best, most perfect version of you. They are going to be excited about you that shows up maybe messy, right? Or tired, or balancing all the things, the childcare and the business and the like relationships and all the things going on in the world, right? Because guess what? You are talking to another human, to another imperfect being walking this earth, and just grateful to have a chance to meet someone else who shares openly about what it's really like, right? How often have you actually looked at perfection as a barrier to connecting with someone? Maybe you've seen them on social media and the highlight reel, and everything just looks so perfect. And so you think to yourself, oh, like I'm nothing like them. I can't buy from them, right? They wouldn't get my problems or my pain or my story. Whereas you see someone who tells you the imperfect parts of their story, who tells you the vulnerabilities, who tells you about the missteps and the mistakes. And instead of thinking that person can't help me because they're not perfect, you think that is exactly the person who can help me because they're not perfect either, right? And because they've been through the things I've been through. So I just want to help shift your mindset around that, because this has been something that's been one of the most freeing lessons of my business and personal journey, is just that realization that, like, It doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, that's exactly what makes you worthy. That's exactly what makes you relatable. That's exactly what's going to connect and draw your ideal humans to you. And not because they're perfect, but because they're perfect for you, right? So I want to offer you something in that perspective, where in another way that I see this is people feeling like they have to have the exact right strategy or the exact right almost way of phrasing things on their website, the exact right logo, branding, colors, whatever it may be. I was talking with another early entrepreneur the other day who said they were hiring a messaging coach to get the exact right messaging on their website before they would open it to the public. And while there's nothing wrong with hiring a consultant to help you, and obviously I'm a writer, right? So I get that side and service for brands. Don't get so attached to it that you think you need it to be perfect before you can actually get your message out in the world. All right? Because I think what you start to realize as a business owner is there are some core, just fundamental strategies for running a business that seem to work to connect, right? Like showing up consistently, connecting with whatever your audience cares about most, spending time actually going out and selling and getting clients versus staying behind the scenes. But there's no one exact step or formula that makes you convert, right? Or makes you sell better. In the beginning, I think you're looking for that magic bullet and that thing that like really will work and will really get all the humans to come to you. And what you learn over time is it's actually just years of showing up consistently. Or it's actually just you going out and sending the messages to the people and trying to get clients that way. It's actually just you being in alignment and putting your heart into what you're doing and having confidence in that and letting that energy be felt. I have another podcast episode that's all about how to lean into your unique selling personality. And it's similar to this in that it's like there's not this perfect way of selling out there. There's not this like bro marketing formula. You don't have to be pushy, you don't have to be sales, you don't have to follow a script like I used to think you had to do. It's really you just connecting with another human in your most authentic state and leaning into that. And that's what actually converts and sells, ironically. Right. And so that's just another piece that I'd give you. If you feel like you're missing some formula, some strategy, it may just be you getting out there and doing the things. And that's the only thing that you're missing. Right. Obviously, having a coach, having a mentor can help because it gives you that outside perspective, or maybe they can show you steps that will help you versus you having to just look at every possible way of doing things and wonder what to do first. Maybe they can share things that they've learned to save you time. And more than anything, maybe they can just help your mindset with things like this, where if you think there's something you're missing, if you think there's something you're doing wrong, if you're in your own head because it's hard to actually start or go sell to another human, that's kind of the thing that I think a course, a mentor, a program really helps you with the most is like just organizing all the stuff and the jumble in your own head and helping you get out of your own way and go do it. But don't feel like there's one thing out there that you're missing or that you have to buy or that you can't afford that's going to magically make it all to come together. Like you can build a business any way you want to build a business. You can go sell to your humans any way that feels good to you to sell to your humans. You can write a website and throw it up there and believe it's good enough and have it be good enough for your humans, right? The thing that I think hangs you up more is you believing that you are missing some perfect way of doing it, that you are doing it wrong and that's what's blocking you, or that you're putting out this energy of people won't like me because it's not perfect. And that's what people are responding to. It's not the fact that things aren't perfect. It's the fact that you have this energy that they're picking up on that's saying, I'm not ready. You won't like me. There's something off here. And they may not even know what it is, but they're sensing that. And that's what's making them pull back, right? So if you can take anything away from this message today, it's to go out there and it's to be confident in what you're doing and to check yourself first. Like, are you aligned? Do you believe in what you're putting out there? Yes, you can be scared. Yes, you can be nervous. That's such a human thing to be nervous, being visible in front of other people, right? Like it's a primal instinct in some ways to want to be liked because it means that you're safe from the tribe. But do you believe, like, even if you take away those nerves, do you believe in what you want to do? Are you excited about it? Does it feel aligned for you? And if it does, lead with that and let yourself go a little bit when it comes to having the perfect formula, the perfect order, the perfect strategy, and just trust that the way you show up, the way you put a website together and then go confidently share it is the right way. You know, it's almost like a little child, like not like we're children, but think of it from that perspective of this child who builds something and goes out there and almost maybe even doesn't know sometimes that it's not like the cutest drawing that you know, it's not Picasso, right? But they go out there and they love it, or they sing wildly and you fall in love with it because their authenticity is there. It's almost like that. So I'm not trying to like minimize all of us, right? Like I know we're not kids, but just looking at it with that lens of like what sells you on what they're sharing is their excitement for it, you know? And it's the same thing in a way for you, like what's going to sell your people and what's going to connect them to you and draw them to you is your true excitement and is the way that you put up the best website that you can for now, knowing it's going to change and improve over time. And is you sharing something with all your heart and telling someone that you really believe you can help them and them feeling that truth, that's what they pick up on and that's what they're going to buy and that's what they're going to believe in. All right. So that's what I would just share with you is like, do the best you can, get your samples, get your work, get your portfolio, get your website looking as good as you can, but then go out with confidence knowing that that is good enough. And you don't have to be helping people or brands or businesses that are on a level so far beyond you. There are people that you can help right now that resonate with the stage you're at, that resonate with the help you're able to provide, that are perfect for what you can do right now. And as you grow, you'll attract different audiences, you'll attract different clients and customers. But for where you are right now, it's good enough, right? It's great. And so that's my message today is just, I hope if you've been feeling this crushing pressure to be perfect or feeling like you're missing something because you just know your stuff isn't quite right, isn't quite where it could be, just letting that not be a reason to stop you, letting that not be a reason to feel confident in what you do have to offer and what is your best today. And know that it will evolve and you will get better and it will change and you will become more proficient. But that's not where you need to be today. And the only way to get there is to just continue to put yourself out there over and over again consistently. And that's when you'll find your way to that next level. All right. So just believe it's enough. Believe you can be the millionaire that has the misspellings on their website and people don't care and they buy anyway. Believe you can be the person who shows up without the makeup on Instagram stories or without the filter, right? And people like that. They resonate with that, right? Like they like that humanness. Believe that your people will get it. Believe your people will want to see the you that is just the most natural, authentic, real version of you, because that gives them permission to be that version of themselves as well, and to believe and to know that you can actually help them because you get the struggle, you get how hard it can be some days, you get where they've been, right? And the polished, like perfect airbrush, whatever version out there isn't going to show them that the way that you can just by showing up as you are, like imperfections and all. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us connect. That's what makes us reach another human's heart. And like, what a better way to do things and to build a business, right? Like with that feeling of I don't have to be perfect, but I can do the best and my best is enough, right? So I hope this encourages you today. If it does, please leave a review. It helps so much with the visibility and I read every single one. So I'm so grateful for your time and for being part of this community of amazing people going out and building these lives that they love. So thank you again for being here and looking forward to connecting next week.